Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to review all the brand new content in Hockey Ultimate Team, including a new play of the year, Sidney Crosby. And for any of my Eki followers, obviously, he mentioned my thoughts on Sidney Crosby and how he didn't really agree, which is totally okay, and I'll address that in the video as well. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you subscribe for the most up-to-date NHL news, tips, and info on the channel. And tomorrow, when the new event drops, hopefully the All-Star event, make sure you come check out the pack opening we're going to do. The community is going to do a huge pack opening. We're going to go over all the new cards and content, twitch.tv/nosleeves12 at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be live at 2, but come check that out as well. All right, let's get into the new content. All right, we'll start by taking a look at some of the new style icon cards, filling in for what appears to be the prime times. We've got the 85 overall NICOLAS MELOCHE from my Sharks. 6'3", had his first goal of his career last night with workhorse and booming shot, as well as distributor. And honestly, for anyone just starting out the game as a holiday player, 6'3" with 88 speed, 88 acceleration with both of these synergies isn't bad at all. Definitely someone that you could use online as a competitive player, right-handed, big player that has 88 speed. You really can't go wrong. This card's going to be dirt cheap, or what the minimum of 85 overall cards go for. Definitely someone for anyone that just started out a team to go out and get to upgrade from those base cards. We've got a couple of Calgary Flames. We've got the 6'6" Jacob Markstrom, 86 overall, bombarded, as well as Light the Lamp. And this one's got X-Ray, which isn't a bad superstar ability, but not really all that important. Not going to lie, Jacob Markstrom cards this year have been very good. Obviously, he doesn't have post-to-post, but he's a much bigger goaltender, doesn't really necessarily need it. 74 overall aggression is very good, sits back in his net. The one issue is that his speed is capped at 80. Obviously, that's the most important goaltender stat right now, it appears. But definitely, if you're looking for a cheaper goaltender that isn't among like the expensive ones, like Carey Price's X Factor or Hellebuck, anything like that, this is a decent option for you. We've also got the upgraded 87 overall Andrew MANGIAPANE with distributor and Light the Lamp, 92 speed, 90 acceleration. And again, for anyone that is just starting out looking for an 87 overall card, close quarters is pretty good as a superstar ability, a silver one. He's obviously not that big, but that isn't really that much of a priority on the wing. Definitely a good card if you are looking for someone that's decently fast with a decent shot. Again, for anyone that just started out their team, this wouldn't be a bad one to go. There isn't a lot of great left-handed wingers, and almost all of them are around this same size as well. So really can't go wrong here. Definitely a card that you could get if around 35,000 coins. 92 speed, 90 acceleration is just fine when you're just starting out. He also got a new Zevo card, got a big upgrade. He's got Booming Shot as his secondary one. Also got Elite Edges as his zone ability. If he is your first-line player, Elite Edges is expensive when it's the gold ability at 8 ability points. But if he's on your first line, I would recommend trying to throw it on and see if it does help you out. If you are someone that makes a lot of cuts in the offensive zone, definitely a card or an ability that can help you out. I mentioned this in my Evo ranking video. This is one of the better cards because he is going to hit 99 sooner rather than later. However, when all is said and done, he is 5'10". There are going to be other cards that hit 99 that are going to be a little bit better just because he is a little bit smaller, but that doesn't mean that this card isn't going to be great. It is going to be elite. Any 99 overall card is, and this will definitely hit it. So he is going to cost an awful lot now. So if you have waited, it's probably going to cost you, in the couple hundred thousands to get him, like 700-800 probably. Just a very, very expensive for me. Then we've got the 92 Mitch Marner, 6'175" with Booming Shot and Light the Lamp, as well as Gladiator. Nice synergy combo to help out the fact that he's got really low body checking. Mitch Marner cards have always felt extremely weak with the puck. I find that he gets knocked off very, very easily. 1T is a really expensive zone ability to activate. I think if there was adjustments, they need to bring this one down and shut down, and some other ones need to go up. That being said, Seeing Eye is really good for wingers, which is nice. 91 speed, 93 acceleration, and 99 agility, medium 90 shot, and all of his hand stats are maxed out at 99, essentially. Very, very good card. There's no saying that he isn't. He is going to cost around 115. I think price might fall a little bit. If he gets around 100,000 coins, I think this is a decent buy, to be honest with you. Now, however, I do need to warn you, he does play really, really soft on the puck. So if you don't like that, or you don't like those kinds of cards, my recommendation would be, if you don't like Panarin, you're probably not going to like Marner. We got his X Factor card. He does get well-rounded. It's not one of the better ones. However, he does get up to like 95 acceleration, or you could do 93 speed, 95 acceleration, depending on what you've got activated. Booming Shot gets his body checking up a little bit higher. I'm not huge on his ability. I love the fact that he's got silver Elite Edges. I find that right-handed shots however, are kind of the more, ones that do require passing. So tape to tape could be nice as well. Third eye, I just haven't really noticed to be all that great, but puck on a string as well, not when you want to activate. So he's not bad at all. Don't get me wrong. He is getting into that really expensive range though. And when you consider all of the other right-handed X factors, I think I'd rather spend, much more on Stamkos or some of the other guys that have a lot better combination of abilities, synergies, and size. But nonetheless, this is still a very good card for any of those Mitch Marner fans. All right, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, like I mentioned in the intro, Eki, who is an extremely talented player, one of the best in the world. I've had the pleasure of meeting him in person, and I will be seeing him in person in Tampa as he qualified for the Tampa Bay Lightning esports tournament in Orlando in February, and I am the host of that, so I am excited to see him again. He did mention in his last video that, I said that because Crosby's only 5'11", he's not really a great card. I'm going to be clear here. Sidney Crosby cards, much like Mitch Marner cards, have really never felt good for me. And I also need to be clear here that I have stated, I think that maybe this is more of indicative on my channel kind of growing and becoming a little bit bigger. I'll go on a bit of a rant here, I guess. I think that people need to understand that my channel, my content, is to help players that are not very good at the game become good. Not elite, but good. And the good players will learn some tips here as I've played the game and I do it for a living. And obviously it's gone well and my stuff does work for a lot of people, or I really wouldn't be in this situation. But I need to make it clear that when I'm rating and reviewing cards, while I'm not an elite player anymore, I'm not very good, I'm not among the best in the world anymore, that I don't think that a lot of people understand that, like, what I'm recommending is for players that don't really know a lot about the game, things like that. This will help them, and that's, again, why my channel has been able to grow. When it comes to Sidney Crosby and cards like him, centermen specifically, they have an extremely important role of playing defense in your own zone. And with how the meta is of this game, with holding onto the puck, waiting for the cross-ice one-timer to open up, a lot of players that are below average will just get caught chasing and trying to bump people off the puck. You have guys like Sidney Crosby, 5'11". Height is a huge indicator as to if he's going to be able to bump people off the puck, and he's just not able to. So I kind of wanted to just make sure that you guys understood that and why I'm not really big on Sidney Crosby. Now, let's just take a look at this card. Specifically, he does have Thief, which would get his face-off, defensive awareness, to stick checking, all the 99, which is incredible. Then he also has Fly the Zone, getting his speed up to 93. I have mentioned this about Sidney Crosby a number of times. He is good at everything, not great at anything. I've said this before. Like I said, he doesn't have something that he is exceptional at. He's just good at everything. And honestly, he's felt like a very mediocre card for most of the Hockey Ultimate teams prior to this one. He does feel pretty much better in this game. But that being said, it depends how much he's going to cost for you. I think that when it comes to endgame centers that you will use in a couple months, when some of the other cards that are bigger get up and increase their speed, you are going to want to have someone who's bigger than Sidney Crosby. I'm not saying this card is bad. I think it's going to be very good. But again, you'll have to wait and see, and you guys will see what I mean. But maybe if you do enjoy Sidney Crosby and you like him as a player, please get him. I think that that's something that's always missed as well now, is that people just think that I only recommend cards if I think they're good for the meta. I always say if you have a favorite card, please use him. It is more important than trying to fit into the meta. But let's take a look at his X Factor, because he does get Distributor, which is kind of important. Obviously, he gets up to 93 speed, 91 acceleration. He will not get a secondary speed synergy, so this is what he is. It's going to cost you 80,000 coins to get him up, or 3 to get him up to 93. He's now becoming very, very expensive. Tape to tape and elite edges on a centerman, I think, are pretty important. I have it on Zetterberg, and I notice elite edges quite a bit. Backhand beauty, not one I notice ever. I'm not going to lie. If any of you guys use it and you notice his backhand, then all the power to you. I just don't really ever see it. It is just an awfully expensive card is all. I just don't think it is still one of the ones, the X factors that you should chase and dump all your coins into. If you do want a Sidney Crosby card, that Play of the Year one for 240,000 coins is a much better investment in my opinion, because now you're just going to end up spending a ton of coins. He's not going to get any new abilities, and he's not going to get a secondary speed synergy. So just not huge on his X Factor card, but I understand why anyone does. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's content. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Go easy. My goodness, the haters are all over the place lately. All right, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.